I'm a gamer and running in circles. I'm a rabbit and running in circles. I'm annoying and running in circles. Might as well jump in the hole and be a bunny. Be a bunny. Hola mis queridos, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Alicia, también conocido como Coneja. Hello my kittens, how are you? My name is Allison, also known as Rabbit, and today we're playing Parawa Simulator. Always excited to be playing almost any game on this channel, and there are quite a few games on my channel that I do not like. You'll know if I only made one video. Anyway, most likely you saw the 3 photos during the intro and you're probably confused with an explanation or probably don't care about that explanation. I'm going to give it to you anyway. I am I want to make sure the gameplay of Power Wash Sim on this channel is as comfortable for you as it is for me. I am over the age of 18, over the age of 21. There's going to be cursing, cussing, and adult topics. Seriously. It's funny because my my niece loves Dreamlight Valley, and so my sister thought it would be fun if she could watch it, and I warned my sister that there's cussing in it, and she's like, "Oh, okay, I guess she can't watch it." And I'm like, "What, woman?" I'm not gonna say what her preferred way of raising her daughter is works, but hang on, guys, my phone is ringing. Damn scam callers. Okay. So, to continue on with my intro, I am at that point in my life, preferably when I started this in 2018, where I've stopped using religious words in my cursing. With that, that includes Jesus, God, holy, anything like that, seriously. And even though I've been doing this since 2018, I still have trouble getting used to that. That idea, of like not using religious words in my cussing. So, for the past, I'd say 3 years on this channel, I have been asking for your help. So, if that most likely I'll be able to catch myself on it, correct myself. If not, and you hear me use a religious word in my cursing, please call me on it. Comment down below. As I said, I need to get used to this. It's driving me nuts. Okay, so what? Also, I want to point out that I am aware that I have Christian viewers, followers, subscribers, and whatnot. I want to let you all know I respect you. I really do. I want to remind you all to please respect my decision here. I left the Christian religion on my own volition. There was no external force or anything like that, seriously. And now let's get into the game, shall we? I do want to look over the specials real quick. The developers recently added Warhammer 40,000 for 40k, and they also added Back to the Future. I am super psyched for both of these. I think I already bought Back to the Future, but I've yet to buy this one. I'd have to double check. But I am aware that I think 3 out of 4 of these are free. I'd also have to double check on that. I keep forgetting to write it down. But eventually I'll get to these. Not today though. Maybe when I do a live stream of it, I'll do the specials. And perhaps even do a bonus job. We'll see. But we have nothing in progress right now. I believe we finished the bungalow. As well as the golf cart. Right? Because the dirt bike was one of the earlier ones. Yeah. So let's do a quick check of, yeah, bungalow looks amazing, blah blah blah. Here are the messages for the bungalow, in case you didn't watch it from the previous videos. Um, Alright, there you go. So let's go ahead and start the detached house. Aura Smith and Jenny Pebbles. Cards on the table. We live at the old house of Esther Death, the eccentric actress who played the Wicked Witch in that classic movie and vanished mysteriously in the national park. We know all the rumors surrounding the place, but we also know we've picked up an absolute bargain. We don't mind if the furniture moves around a little, that's just next level feng shui, but the grubby exterior is really getting to us, and all the power washers in town are too scared to set foot in our yard. If you could help us out, we'd be eternally grateful. And I actually do want to point out that without the apostrophe that says death, but I actually looked it up, and Deoth is an actual surname. I was surprised to find that out. But yeah, Death is an actual surname, and I wouldn't be surprised if there really is an Esther Death. Let's get into it, shall we? I just find it odd, you know. I think it was of German origins or Austria, one of the two. I'd have to double check. I keep saying that. But I am aware that I have family that watches my content. My beautiful sister up in the north of Missouri. I love you. Give my niece and nephew a big hug and a kiss from me. And tell your husband that I said hi. Give him a hug. You might notice the odd, super weird, creepy sign on the outside of the house is nothing to worry about, smiley face. It actually isn't. They actually reveal it later on in the text. I keep forgetting. Wait a minute. Did the settings change? Why is my computer slow? Oh shit. Hang on, I gotta check the task manager. I almost forgot. And I also want to point out the remaining of my family that does watch my content, is my mom. So Ma, I love you. Give Molly a big hug and a kiss for me, and tell Newman he will always be a nuisance. And yeah. Why the fuck is that open? Why the fuck was Maps open? And no. 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 Why the fuck is Microsoft Edge open? I never touched that today. Turn it off. Turn it off. Which source do I need to touch? Like, turn it off. There we go. Jeez. And let's see. That one is fine. End task for that. There we go. Wait. Is our Microsoft thing not running? Awesome. Okay. And now let's double check our settings here. Excuse me. I did eat before I recorded. And oh, anti-aliasing should be off. Um, uh, yeah, I suppose that's fine. Okay. That's the lowest it can go. Okay. What is this? Shadow resolution? You know what? Let's lower that just a little bit. Okay. There we go. That's much better. I'm always excited. Like, I have to admit, when it comes to Power Wash, Stardew, um, and House Flipper, and maybe a little bit of Dreamlight, they're both, they're all therapeutic games in a way. And to have to record those games for content, it's a bit difficult because you either got to choose to do content with commentary or without. Without, it's easy because you don't need to talk shit. But if you are gonna give commentary, like, you have to make sure you know what topics to bring up and what not to bring up, so you're not canceled. You know, um, me, I don't care, and I think that's just because, like, I hardly have any subscribers. Well, I shouldn't say 142 is hardly, but just like I'm not a big popular content creator, you know. So I don't really have much to lose. But honestly, like, I don't care about public image. Even though the person I hired for helping me with my book is saying that I should care. It's just it's hard. It's hard to deal that with her when all I know is being true to myself and making sure that people know that I don't care what you think as long as you accept me for me, you know? And now someone is telling me that I have to care and that I have to have a website now to do any public relations when it comes to my books. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I eventually was going to plan on doing that, but I can only afford hiring you right now. I don't know if I can afford buying a website, buying a domain. It's that's expensive shit. Cuz you got to do an annual fee instead of a monthly fee, you know? And I know that in most online accounts, like, you have the option of either doing annual or monthly, and annual is cheaper to do that in most cases. But when it comes to creating your own domain, you actually do have to pay an annual fee. And it sucks because that annual fee can vary from $35 to like over $500. So the kind of website that I want to do most likely is going to cost more than $100. But, you know, and I think the reason I'm saying that is because, like, if I'm going to buy a website, buy a domain, I want it to be not just for my books, but to be my main source of, like, telling people where to go to find my social media accounts, you know? Because I have X, formerly known as Twitter, I also have Instagram. I also have a Facebook community page, which is under my Esperanza name currently. And I also have a blogger. And to have to manage both Instagram and X, as well as Blogger for spreading information about my YouTube content, it's a bit difficult. So with a domain, I can just put the links to my socials on there, letting people know that they could just go to my domain if you want to find any of my socials, and also to contact me personally, because I can stop using Gmail as my business email, which I really don't want to do anymore. I really do want to have my own domain email. I would love that, but I don't know if I can afford that. You know, it's difficult. And yeah, like what I also want to do with my domain website is that I want that to be my main source of doing PR work for my YouTube channels. Like I'm tired of having to go to X, Blogger, and Instagram to spread information about my YouTube channels. I want to do my PR work through my website, and I would love that. Like I would love there to be like a behind the scenes of sharing my content there, like ways for you to access it, you know, like maybe a comment section, um, and like a discussion threads. Like I would love that, and I would also love like an area in the domain on the website where I can publicize my books and post dates of like future book tours or book signings, just like anything like that, seriously. And like there's just so much. There's so much that I want to do. And I'm just worried that's going to be expensive, you know? I think that's my main stress of it all. Like I don't want to be paying too much for something that is going to be somewhat complex yet simple. I think that's what I'm stressing out on right now. Like the naming of the website, I can worry about later. I'm more stressed on like how much it's going to cost. And honestly, naming the website, I don't think it's going to be that hard. Because I think the website's going to be Hopeful Rabbit Productions. Because eventually, I'm not going to have just books. There's going to be like movies or shows that are based off my books, or either stuff that I want to produce, you know? Because eventually I want to produce music videos and dance videos. Hopefully not just of my music, because I a good like a small portion of my books have songs in it. Especially my Cinderella one. And not to mention I want to help my dad as well as my Uncle John, because there's this one CD that he made years ago with his friends, and I tried to attempt lyric videos for that CD on my Esperanza channel, and I had difficulty with it because it's hard to hear the lyrics, because some of the songs, there's either the music is too loud or the singers in the song are mumbling or they're singing too fast. I didn't expect that to happen. I mean, I kind of did, because my Uncle John likes to sing a little fast but also mumble at the same time with it. Cause I forgot who sings it, but there's a song called "Love with My Family" or something like that. Like the lyrics go like, "All I really need is a song in my heart, food in my belly, love with my family." And that's just like a rough singing. Like my voice isn't warmed up enough to sing, but I mean that's one of the many songs that is a bit popular within my family, because we like to sing that on Earth Day, which I think Earth Day is coming up. I imagine Uncle John wants us to participate in that. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that, because honestly, I'm worried about the sun. And I'm not saying like, I mean, I do get easily sunburnt. Or I shouldn't say easily, but if I get a sunburn, it hurts more than usual. I mean, I've gotten a heat stroke before, and it is not pleasant. It's a yikes. uh, but yeah, I mean, like, I would love to get the rest of the songs on that CD as lyric videos, and to do that, I need his help. And fortunately, I recently got a contact information from him, so I recently got his phone number, and he has my phone number too. So, and you know what? There's also one thing I want to mention, and I brought this up, I think, in one of my earlier videos of Power Wash. If not, I probably brought it up with House Flipper or Dreamlight Valley. But there's this beau that I have. I've been talking to him since December, and the only way we can communicate is through an app called Securus Tech. If some of you don't know, Securus Tech is an app for you to communicate with people who are in prison. And that's like a funny story, to be honest. Cause I get a lot of scam calls, asking for, I think Fatima, Felicia, and a couple of other names, but Felicia is one of them, you know. And it's hilarious when that happens. I'm like, sometimes I kind of pretend to be her, but other times I'm like, dude, take me off your subscription list. I'm not interested. I'm not her. But like, it is rare. It is rare to get a call from someone to say, "Is this so and so? I need to talk to them." And I'm like, "Who is this?" And they don't reveal their name, but they're like, "Is this her or not?" And I'm like, "No." But in December, there was a wrong phone number call, but it started off with saying, this is a call from someone in a uh, in a correctional facility. And I'm like, okay. And it made me realize this correctional facility was a location for prisoners. And I'm like, oh wait, it's one of those, like, I forgot what it was called, what they're normally called, but they're like these community centers, like community correctional centers for prisoners, which is really cool because, like, this helps them become, or not become, but helps them learn more about, skills that they want to have when they're released, and just stay in contact with books that they can read, and even download apps from the iTunes or App Store to, like, just play games, have some fun, and all that. And it's really cool. I like it. I like that there are places like that for prisoners, because then they're not always bored by just grunting together and exercising. you know. But anyway, this person called and I got that automated message saying they're from a corrections facility, and I'm like, okay. And it made me think about my sister up in the northern Missouri, and because I kind of recall her saying that she did this for a while, where she would just talk to people in the community corrections facilities. She would actually visit them and just talk to them to let them have a friend while they're struggling, dealing with getting a parole and stuff like that. And when that came in my mind, I'm like, you know what? I'll allow this. I'll see what they're like and just give them a little bit of hope, you know? And what's funny is that the guy was actually looking for someone. And I, when he asked for a specific person, I'm like, no. What number are you calling? Or, like, what number do you have that... Oh, wow, thank you. What number do you have to reach this person? And he said the phone number, and I'm like, that's not the number. My number is such and such. And he was like, oh, I put down the wrong digit. He was like one digit off, which was the last number of the phone number. Cracked me up. But, like, I did my best to be, like, honest and kind to him, to, like, and all that. And what's funny is that I think it was on the same day or later that week where he decided to call me back. And I'm like, did you miss call again? And he was like, no, like, dang it, my phone. Hang on. Apparently I took too long. Whatever scam call it was, they hung up. Anyway, he had called back saying, I thought we had something there the first time we talked, and wanted to know, like, how you're doing, what's going on, and all that. I'm like, aw, that's sweet. And I was hooked. Like, he's a really nice guy, and he actually told me what happened, like what got him in jail. And it's actually a damn what happened to him. Like, I'm not going to say what his crime was, but basically it was self-defense. I'm not going to say the situation just because, like, it's probably still an ongoing case, because he's been in prison for 5 years, and he's not on the topic of, like, getting paroled yet. Oh, hey, look, paw prints. Oh, right, where's the cat? If that's the direction of the paw prints, the cat should be over here somewhere, right? I'm not seeing it anywhere. I must have missed him. Damn it. That sucks. I'm not seeing the volcano. Interesting. Anyway. So yeah, that's basically like how it all happened. Like, he talked. I like the more I talked to him about like his past a little bit. Like, I know a little bit about his family. I know he used to be a rapper. He actually told me to look up a song so that I could have an idea of like what he looks like. And he's actually not that bad of a rapper. The song has a lot of cussing in it. I'm not gonna say what song it is because I don't want to reveal his identity. I'm not comfortable revealing that yet. I mean, he says he's comfortable with me saying his name, but like, I'm just considering he might get parole next year. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to cause any issues. But anyway, just like, I'm so excited to be having a relationship with someone who's as kind as him and really wants to change, wants to do things better once he's out. He's actually taking classes to be like a particular like electricianist, like some sort of engineering degree, or whatever. And he's actually really smart. Like, he's passing these classes. And so we're just like trying to pass the time, talking to each other, bringing up anything that's possible, anything that could just continue our conversation with each other. We are having a blast. It's going to be difficult for me to commit to this relationship considering we are having difficulty like staying in contact. And I mean that because someone, I think it might have been me, because I know when this whole Securus app started like trying to process through, when I first tried to register my phone number with Securus, it was over the phone, and the automation system could not hear me. I mean, it could, but like when I was like trying to spell out my name, spell out my address and my number, like it was misunderstanding nearly everything. So basically, I need to find a way to talk to a human agent from Securus to solve this issue, and it's near impossible to get that because everything is automated. I don't know how to get to a human agent of Securus. So honestly, if any of you watching know someone in Securus, and can help me out, please contact me. Because I cannot register my cell phone number because of this issue. I cannot register my cell phone through the app because of this issue. Because when I try to register my phone number in the app, it says there's already an account with this one, and I'm like, well, crap. And this whole, like, these past 2-3 months, I kept thinking that someone had used my phone number to communicate with someone within one of the prisons. And recently I was like, wait, I tried to create an account over the phone with this number. Shit, this is my fault. So I really do need to speak to a human agent to get this solved out, because trying to talk to an automated system is not going to work. So I legit am serious saying that if any of you knows a human agent within Securus, please let me know in the comments below. If not, use my business email that's linked in my about section of my channel. Because honestly, like, I can't. I need to stay in contact with him. Yay! I need to. I heard that. Oh, that was an achievement. Okay, that makes sense. I wonder what the achievement was. I need to stay in contact with him so that I can, like, I really want to be there for him when he gets out. Cause I don't know about his, like, his siblings or his parents, but as far as I know, like, I don't know if anyone's gonna be there for him when he gets released. And I want to be there to let him know that I'm not only serious about our relationship, but I want him to be in a good mood when he's released, you know? So I'm basically, I'm not just, like, being his support in the real world, but I legit am falling for him. I want him to have a ray of hope that there is going to be someone that he cares about waiting for him. It just, and for some reason it's really difficult for me to say the love word to him. And I think it's because I'm worried that he might not be who he says he is. You know? And he legit keeps saying, you know, this is me, I'm being authentic here. I want you to know that I'm not taking advantage of you. I'm like, okay, I appreciate that. I'm still hesitant though. I am still hesitant. And I think it's not just because I could still be taken advantage of, but I think it's because I've had so many relationships in the past where they say who they say they are and end up becoming jerks or assholes. Like, revealing their true selves in certain situations and me realizing I've been an idiot. It's just, it took me a while, you know? Because I actually had an online relationship with someone where I genuinely thought I was in love with him. But in the beginning, I kind of, I did recognize that he was basically a womanizer. Like, he was confident that he was a chick magnet. And I'm like, this is going to be an issue in our relationship at some point. And it was. It was basically what had us break up. But it was a mutual breakup, you know, like he understood and I of what I was talking about, and it was a difficult relationship though. It was difficult. Um, but you know what? That's the past. I need to get over it, and it's hard. Ugh, jeez, that sound. So I guess the next thing to talk about would be what I do on my day-to-day basis, my day-to-day schedule. Because y'all know that I have sleep apnea. I talk about it almost constantly, especially what happens when I dream. And I kind of want y'all to know like what I do on a daily basis that causes me to not go to bed on time. And the main reason of it is that I am always on my iPad. And when I am on my iPad, I am either watching streaming services or checking something out on the internet. Or I am on my phone playing mobile games. And y'all know like which mobile games that I play. Because I had talked about it before. Can't remember if it was on this game series or not. Actually, no, it was. It was. Because I remember talking about Legend of the Phoenix while cleaning a house. The previous house, actually. Because I was promoting the live stream. Oh, right. So, I do hope y'all made it to... Whoops, I forgot. I do hope y'all made it to the Friday live stream. I played I played Stardew, is what happened. Because, Eric Barone, the creator of Stardew Valley, did a 1.6 update. There's a huge list of what he's changed and what he's added and what he's taken out and all that shit. Oh my gosh, y'all. I am so hyped. Because I actually decided to check it out just a little bit on my on a new profile to play on my free time, and there is so much shit. I mean, I very well could continue playing it on the current profile that I have for the channel, but considering there's so many changes, y'all should see it from a new profile. Like, I'm excited. I am so excited. Anyway, that's not what I was trying to talk about. I was trying to talk about my my daily schedule. But yeah, so basically what happens, and I've been trying to make this a new thing, because my mom suggested doing to-do lists, like she does, and I hate to say it, but I'm turning into my mom. And I'm saying I hate to say it because I was really hoping not to entirely turn out like my mom. I want to make sure that I am me. But and I'm sure my mom gets that. I'm sure my mom understands that. Cause she and I crack jokes a lot about her turning into grandma. uh, anyway. What? uh, Doc. I love Doc. I will always love that joke. He is going to turn into a meme for sure. Anyway, sorry, my mind is all over the place. It's the ADD in me. Uh, anyway, what? uh, where was I? I should be starting with that. Not anyway. I was talking about mobile games, daily schedule, right? So, basically, what happens with the to-do list stuff that I've been doing lately, and I recently found out that through the health app, I could log in my medications and not just log it in, but like actually type in like what medicines I have and when I normally take it. And by doing that, I can actually log in if I've actually taken it that day. So fucking excited. And there's one of the symbols. I am so excited about it. Because it's really been helping me. I'm glad I set that up because it has been helping me make sure that I take my medicine. Because there have been a lot of times these past year where I've been, have I taken my medicine yet? I don't remember. It sucks that it's starting to be that way in my life. But yeah, I'm really glad I have that system in place. So basically, when I wake up in the morning, feeling like P Diddy, sorry, that song will always be in my head. But basically, when I wake up in the morning, y'all know I'm singing that song in my head. I make sure that I take my first medicine and then watch a little bit of YouTube, possibly play one of the mobile games, and most likely I will. And and then after an hour is up, if I can remember, because I even have a reminder on my phone to like make sure I take my meds after the hour is up, because one of my medicines says that I have to wait either 1 hour before or 3 hours after I eat. And this includes taking this includes taking the remainder of my medicine. Because if I take all the medicine at once, it's gonna have an effect on me, and I've noticed that. And when I mentioned it to my mom about this specific instruction, she's like, "Oh, they're probably also referring to the rest of your medicine too." And I'm like, "Well, shit." And since then, I've actually noticed a change. And I've been an idiot this whole time, because one of the prescriptions that my doctor placed on me was that he reduced the amount of milligrams for my antidepressant, and I didn't quite understand why until I read like all of the labels on the bottle. Like, I am supposed to be it's basically the full amount that I had originally, but I am supposed to be taking one pill every 12 hours for this specific antidepressant. And I'm like, well, fuck. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that until I read all the labels, as well as looked it up when I was logging it into the health app. It fucking pissed me off. And so I finally am taking the medicine correctly, and I am actually noticing a change. I am a bit happier and eating even more. I really am. I mean, there are still times where I'm noticing sadness and depression, but other times I'm fine. I've noticed a change. I am so happy of that. And so, I have like about 5 minutes before I have to say goodbye. But I'm just gonna finish saying what I'm saying here. Oh, hey, another symbol. Anyway, what? To continue, after I take the remainder of my medicine, I basically try to set up the rest of my day of like what I want to do, if I'm gonna do it, because my procrastination sucks. My procrastination kicks in. Seriously, it does. Because like I have loads of laundry. I have like 2 full baskets of dirty laundry that I've been procrastinating and doing for months, over a year basically. And it's mainly because I need money on my laundry card to do laundry. And so I always restrict myself with $10 a month to put on the card. And it sucks because that doesn't cover much of my laundry. So basically next month I need to walk to the bank and withdraw $20 basically instead of 10 to put on the card. Anyway, so yeah, I plan out the day of like what I want to do. So on either Mondays, Tuesdays, or basically Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, or Fridays are days where I need to figure out if I want to record or not. Sundays and Wednesdays are basically when I go over the footage and upload. So, and also do the PR. Oi. And basically the remainder of my time, I figure out what I want to do. And also try to figure out like when I should eat, you know. And for over a year, when I eat my breakfast, basically, as I sat on the sofa just now, I heard a strange sigh-like sound. Spooky. Huh? Anyway, what? I lost my train of thought already. Fuck's sakes. There we go. Do I still need to clean off the frame? I do. Alright. Wait, is that rail still not done? Uh-oh. Alright. So yeah, basically when I eat breakfast is basically after I take the remainder of my meds, and after that I figure out what to do. If I'm not recording, I just go back to YouTube or whatever streaming service I want to watch. And then for lunch, when I eat lunch, it's always different. It's always at a different time, which frustrates the heck out of me. It should be at the same time every fucking day. So basically I'm trying to schedule a way for me to wake up at 7 in the morning. Seriously, 7 in the morning. And take my medicine. Oh, and there it goes. My phone is, someone's calling me. But I think this is actually a perfect time for me to, oh, I saw that. A perfect time for me to say goodbye. So, there we go. So, with that, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and bid you all adieu. Whoops. I meant to hit F. Fuck's sakes. Fuck's sakes. Jeez, thank you. So yeah, if you are new to Power Wash Sim, I hope I helped you out at least a little bit. If not, I'm not doing my job. And y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. If so, smash that like button like a kitten would. And if you're just now tuning into this channel and you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that red subscribe button, make it that beautiful gray. And it should shine like a rainbow when you hit subscribe, which is pretty cool. And also that bell icon right next to it, that'll notify you of all the videos that I do, which are on Wednesdays 6 p.m. Central and Sundays 4:30 p.m. Central. I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night wherever you are in the world. I am Sweet Rascally Rabbit, 100% loving Power Wash Sim. And easily distracted. And also saying goodbye. Sorry. Stay awesome and stay on YouTube. I'm a gamer and running in circles. I'm a rabbit and running in circles. I'm annoying and running in circles. Might as well jump in the hole and be a bunny. Be a bunny. Yeah. Wait a sec. Oh, whoops. This means I started cleaning it? What the fuck? What's the fascia? Oh. Oops. Yeah, that makes sense. I must have accidentally spritzed it while cleaning. Whoops. What? Oh, I accidentally hit that. There's more than one fascia. Okay. Okay, I just want to hear one more ding. So please, give me that fence. Did it ever? No, it didn't. What the fuck? What about this fence isn't clean? Oh. Is it including this? It is. Okay. That's crazy. Did not expect that. You know what? It makes sense that it's one big connection of the railing because uh, because of the connection right there. There's that. That sloshing sound is disgusting. There we go. Alright, bye everyone.